This is a nerve cell or neuron, and it is a key component in the activity of the nervous system. Its main function is to transmit or send messages. All cells need to communicate with one another and are uniquely set up in a way to do this role. This is the soma or cell body. The soma is like the control center for the neuron. It produces all of the proteins that a neuron needs to function. The cell nucleus is the main feature of the soma. It regulates all cell functions and contains the cell's DNA and genetic information. The dendrites are projections of the nerve cell that receive information from other neurons, process that information, and then send it to the soma. The axon hillock is the connection between the soma and the axon. This tube-like structure is called the axon. It sends information or signals to other neurons. Wrapped around the nerve axon is the myelin sheath, which is a white fatty coating that protects and insulates the nerve fibers. These gaps between the coatings of the axon are the nodes of Ranvier. They help to promote action potential, which is when a neuron sends information down an axon away from the cell body. The terminal buttons are at the end of the neuron, and their job is to send the signal on to other neurons. These buttons contain small sac-like structures called synaptic vesicles, which hold the neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers of the nervous system. The end of the terminal button is a space or gap known as a synapse. It provides a connection for neurons to communicate with each other. To summarize how nerves communicate through a nerve impulse, dendrites receive chemical signals or neurotransmitters from other neurons. These signals cause electrical changes in the neuron that are processed in the soma. The soma takes information from the dendrites and carries it to the axon hillock. Then the signal is sent to the axon. Now the signal is called an action potential and travels down the axon. The message gets to the terminal buttons, and there is a release of neurotransmitters, which are being stored in the synaptic vesicles. When the neurotransmitters are released and enter into this space, the synaptic cleft, they communicate with the dendrites of the next neuron.